It's my pleasure to be here with you. Yesterday we started this master coach presentation, and I said that I have to say huge thanks for European Handball Federation send me here, and for Israeli Handball Federation and Reuven invite me to speak with you about some topics interesting for us. Before we start, you can use your phone to picture and to open the document what can be interesting for you. This is the new IHF magazine with some article what are connected with today and tomorrow presentation. You will find, I will not describe what is written inside, but just put your camera there, scan and open, and you will see what are the meaning of today's lecture and what are the things interesting for European and world coaches. But as you know, today's presentation name is short attack development. What's that? And I will start maybe a little bit unusual for you and show you that problems what we have in our game are similar in other game. This is a little bit slower game, what we say. Handball is more complicated, but you see that all of them plan or train, have some idea how to resolve the situation on the court, happen on the court. And not just from today, that's coming also in the past. You will see some picture and some video clips from really past, but as you can see, all these things are already prepared. You know, train. This one is one of the interesting one. You see, World Championship almost 40 years ago, but as you can see, behind the wall, coming and score. Okay? But it's not just about free kicks. One of the famous goals in handball history is done by this guy. You see what's happened? He watched upstairs, look the time, Montpellier, Paris. He coming, make the foul, then distance, and then he score. He is controlling the time from the beginning of this attack to the end. You will see once again. And this is not the first goal. Most of you remember his goal when he decided Olympic Games in Beijing 2008 from the corner, scoring the goal. And look this, he is coming, he's watching up, he's controlling the situation. And he is practicing this. And look other players, all of them knows what will happen. And you know that this guy scored one of the most interesting goal in the last few years, what changed also handball rules. Okay? But what a short attack is, it's not just the free throws, of course. Let's define the meaning of short attack. And I will ask you some questions. I want you to participate. I don't want you to be the listeners. I can speak from the Belgrade and then we don't have any contact, but I really need your reaction. First and most important in our game in last decades, in last 2 decades, is transition. What we are calling transition in our game. For sure this is counter-attack, can be individual, group, collective and extended. About extended I will say a few words later because all these things are. And then we have restart or quick center, how you want to call it. And then we have free throws, just watching. And then we have a passive play. That means when we are in danger to be passive. As you know, from 2 years or almost 3 years ago, we have 4 passes, not anymore 6. What does it mean? That we should create attack what finish in 4 passes. But question for all of you, or some interesting information is that on the last most important game for you, what is most important game in handball? But in the world level, final, Olympic final, yes? Yes? 63% of attack on that game is finished with this short attack. That means 71 of 112 attack was finished in these three things, or transition, or free throw, or under passive play. And we'll come through the numbers. It will be interesting for you to listen. But there are real serious people taking care, and one of these articles you will start in this magazine, that's why I share. What are the trends when we speak about number of attack per game? We all speak that handball become extremely amazing, fast sport, that we need the 16 players, etc., etc. But there is a research done by my colleagues from IHF, what shows continuous downward if we speak about first 8, best 8 team on the World Championship. Of course, we will not speak about team in President Cup number 31 when we speak about trends. What does it mean? Between 2011 and 2021, we are coming down with number of attack. We become slower. We play slower than in Sweden 2011. And we speak that we are playing fast. There is a team playing fast. That's why maybe they're on the top. And they find that what are the reasons for this? First one in your head. Think, don't say loudly. Think, what is the reason why we play slowly? Now, slower than 15 years ago. Okay? They say that teams already start to have this behavior to running back. Yes? To protect transition. You can agree with this or not? Then, with a quick transition from attack to defense, players anticipate new final situation. That means I see that left wing is jumping, shooting there, and we already start to move back. Agree or disagree? Why are you so quiet? Then, during the transition, you remembered from the first cadre, we still use the first and second phase, especially with wingers, but third plays are not used enough. That means this extended fast break. What does it mean? We are there. We spoke about last night game with Komnenic and with Daniel a little bit, but that's something what you can use more. And of course, if we speak about big events like a World Championship, when I have 10 games coming every second day, then I have to plan the speed a little bit. Yes? I will not play all 10 games in a very fast mode, of course. But what about duration of attack? In this moment is about 32 seconds. You know, it's far from some of the coaches what 40 years ago we have in Russia, this 45 seconds of attack. Then we speak about 30 seconds. And I really agree that this is, if we use the shot clock, that can be the time. But what about, okay, number of attacks going down. But what do you think, what's happened with efficiency of attacks? Going up. Going really up. From 2011, constant trend of increasing. And you see, that was the biggest number in 2023, constantly going up. And there is a team, dominant team in male handball. What's that name? What's that country? Yes. Here is top 8 team in this championship. And Denmark is on 73% of their attacks are goals. That's why they are that far. But in 2025, they won again, yes, with 71%. Team of Holland, but it's not between best 8. That's why I put them there. It's 73% even.
How long was the attack of Denmark?
Okay, I will come to that. If you provoke me with this question, there was a game in the European Championship between Serbia and Romania, female. Romanian team play 21 seconds in average, and Serbian team play 43 seconds in average, almost double. And that's why our rules, we can discuss about rules, what does it mean? If one team constantly is playing 2 times faster, how other team can play active game? Okay?
Who won the game?
Romania. Okay, we'll speak about that game, Denmark-Croatia. It's nice. But what is number of goals per match? As you can see, going down. This is the trend. But if we speak about last World Championship, you will see that numbers of semi-finalists, 4 best team, are much higher than number of others. Number of others is, in men handball, is about 50 to 55, you will see. But what about Denmark? 37 goals per match. Croatia, a little bit different handball, okay, with Scandinavian coach, but France and Portugal, you see the number of goals of them. And as we spoke, I like to speak about quantitative, but also qualitative analysis. What does it mean? How many goals scored your team yesterday?
24.
24. But structure of the goals, from where you score, is more interesting for me because I have to play against you. And I have to know what I have to protect. Okay? Since 2009, goals from outside, from the back position, going down. We're coming back to the Denmark again, you will see. In 2017, first time ever in handball history, most of the goal was scored from the close rank, from 6 meters. Okay? Wing position. I will share with you this presentation and you can read it at home. There's no secret. I don't believe in secrets. You can read and you can find your own opinion. But better now ask. Read at home. In conclusion, they say, these 4 authors, that cooperation with the pivot was increased, and this is the decisive factor of success of today's top-level handball. You agree or you disagree? Agree. Highly agree. But I will come to the question, those are the team who are the most effective. But what does it mean? What do we call cooperation? What do we call? What is the dominant team? Remind me.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dominant team in the world of handball is Denmark. You say Denmark. That's why I ask you. Okay. But what do you think? I will ask you again. What do you think, how many goals in the last World Championship Denmark scored from the line?
Corner and pivot.
From the pivot. That's why I'm asking.
100.
100, better in percentage. From 100%, how many percent they score from the line? Pivot.
Each score
20. 20, 20. 10. Who give more, who give less? More than 10. Why you say 5? Why you say 5? But what is pivot doing? No, he is not blocking. He is running, opening the space. But this is also cooperation, because their pivot is one of with the best efficiency in the world. Yes, they score 6% goals from the line, but this is breakthrough. It's one-on-one goals. They score 113 goals, 34% from 6 meters. But you know, with these two, Gitzel and Pitlik, just receiving the ball in full movement, playing one-on-one. And if you double them, they will pass the pivot. They are not stupid. Okay? What does it mean? This is trend. This is not just occasional. And they score most of the goal from the fast break. Highest value of all teams, 17%. And when we speak about structure of attack, this is, okay, this is on Serbian, but this is 9 meter, you see, this is breakthrough, this is 6 meter, and you see 6 meter and pivot is 30% more than wings. This is Euro, last 2 Euro. Wings, fast break, and 7 meter. And those numbers are... But I'm asking you now something what is very important. As I remember well, in Israel you count before, in time when I was here 10 years ago, you count the number of fouls, number of interruption, and then you avoid best defender by number of interception. Yes? You remember what I'm talking about? Yeah, good. Okay, we have here 4 most important games in handball in last year. Olympic game final, Champions League final, Magdeburg Berlin. You see the teams, European final and World Championship final. You have a number of attacks, okay? 56 per team, 56, 57, 52. Not that fast if you compare. Here is the number of intercepting attacks, okay? You see that this number coming from 30, 40, 50, and 60. And I'm asking you now, I bring you back to the first video from football. They prepare their free kicks. And we have 60, 70 per game. And do we train this? Or we just pass the ball to someone? 70 attacks, we start like this. Okay, if it's passive or something, you will see, then we create the screen. Or if someone have a really good shooter, then using him. But here is the number of organized attack. What does it mean? Small combination. And I have more than 7 giga of different videos I will share with you, but after or tomorrow, because today there's no time. I have to run. 55 attacks for men, 26 interrupted, 7 organized. What about girls? Okay? Girls play nicer handball, not just because they are nice. They play fast, faster than men's, but they play with the less interception. And I have to say that organized attack depends of us, depends of coaches, depends of our imagination, what we are doing. But those are the numbers. And if we compare number of attack, number of interruptions, and number of organized attack.
It's almost the same.
Almost the same, little bit faster. I have to tell you that this presentation was ordered by Croatian master coach participants 4 years ago, and that number changed dramatically in last 4 years because I'm updating all the time. 4 years ago, we don't have, you see, 27% of organized, 24%. Numbers was less than 5%. Nobody did it 4 years ago. But now I will show you the videos. About that final, I'm coming back to you. You see, 52, 51. In the final, always a little bit slower. Let's be honest. Then, number of interruptions. You see, Danish, with their passive 6-0 defense, make 28 fouls against Croatian attack. And Croatia make 12. You cannot make foul on them. Okay? Then number of organized attack, not that much. And you see that Croatia, their attack was 55% interrupted. What does it mean in efficiency in structure of the game? In my book, I was telling some research from Bundesliga from 20 years ago. If attack is between 0 and 5 passes, what is efficiency? If it's between 5 and 10 passes, what is efficiency? What do you think? If you have more passes, then defense have more chance to make a mistake. It's more efficient, of course. And this is something what is interesting for me, and I would like to speak with, I was talking with Croatian. In the first half, in this match, Denmark, Croatia succeed to make first foul in minute 11:11. There was no foul. In that time, Croatian team was 11 times interrupt their attack. In the second half, first foul was in minute 13:45, and at that time, Croatian team was 7 times interrupted. You see the different structure of the game and different philosophy. This is the most important game in females handball from this season. Champions League final, Jer versus Odense. Number of attack, a little bit higher, and compare. Number of interruptions, very good. Number of organized attack, Jer was playing. Coach of Odense don't have this in his mind. I don't want to speak about names. But they playing only one time when they have passive and make a block with 6 girls and 1 girl shooting. But this part of the game is still in our wrestles. We can do whatever we want with this. And classification of short attacks. We spoke about transition. We will say a few words about free throws. We already speak, and passive game. But we can classify them by number of passes. Yes? Can be simple, short, and can be complex. 3 and more passes. What does it mean? In free throw, I will show you some of the video if we have time, but I'm afraid we don't have time because I'm just watching to that clock. Some of the team play their attacks what they play on the game. That means wing run or wing out. Okay? What do you play when you are set? 6 on 6, you play in free throw. Of course, pivot coming, wing run, back player is attacking. Why not? You use already your attack sets for this. By place where this happens, can be on the middle and can be on the side. And it's not the same idea, of course. By type, number of participation players, can be individual or group. What does it mean individual? I will show you, and collective. And I have made a question, is it that choice or trend? What do you think? I think that's a choice of the coaches, but that become the trend already. That become part of the game. But how some of the team are playing, this is for me characteristic of handball school. How play Germans? Even this thing, they play precise. They know what they are doing, and they will do that 50 times per game. Yes. How do it Spanish? They hide the idea. They show you there and they steal you here. I have videos, I will show you few just. What does Scandinavian do it? They do it different way. If everyone is running inside, they are running outside. They are doing different. What French team, national team, their team doing? They're using individual, even Barcelona is using DKM individual skills. Of course, everyone uses what they have. I will not tell you you have to play this. No, you have to find your way. What do Portuguese? They are consistent. They're doing this. Important things are collaboration and communication, of course. Under you are 20,000 people there in the final. You cannot communicate like now we are talking. Then you need the verbal and non-verbal communication. And this is something what I suggest you, colleagues. Creativity must be supported. That coming from us. For me, this is trend and choice. And I will show you, for me, this is the most important game in handball in last 10 years. Last Final Four game I have in the computer. If someone wants, I will share you, but you can find on YouTube. Game Barcelona-Aalborg is for me the best game played so far in last 10 years. Number of the goals, number of attacks, number of passive play, number of interrupted shoot, and number of organized shoot. And I will show you now some videos, but all these things we must train. Okay? Coming, because you always like to see some of the pictures. That's easier. Previous Final Four, 1 year before. Why I'm showing you? Because on this level, on Champions League level, that can be used. And they used, and we don't use in our leagues. You see, Makuts, surprise in the Champions League final. Look, the Magdeburg. It's one of the really... You see result. 27-27. It's not some attraction on 10 goals difference. Okay? And what I want to show you even more is that this is choice. And our colleagues, some of them dear friends, from the beginning of that game, you see, Holm, he was playing here when he was junior with the national team. He is best blocker in world of handball. You have shooter like Dickamam, unstoppable. Then you have to use him, of course. Okay. Double cross. Engesan in situation, pivot maker, screen. He's coming on him. Nobody can touch him. They are practicing. 2-on-2. Okay. Here is the man, different position. He is practicing, he is shooting this. Okay. Final, he scored an Olympic game from here, and you will see that shoot. Here is his colleague from the national team, and Barcelona won the game. He was missing in that game against Russia, he's scoring, but you will see now rotation, and you will see how close on the next one, how close that game, that ball was. You see rotation of the ball? And finishing here. When you speak about, second transition, it's not just free throw. You will see the fast center. Okay, nobody on him. He's going there and destroy. Again, pass. How react Aalborg? They are running in their back. Wing run inside, 2 pivots. Simply counter-attack. But how Barcelona react? He's back. Here is empty space. And they know. They are ready to play this. Because he was the one scoring, okay? Let's see the Richardson. Nobody on you. Pivot moving opposite of the ball, opening the space, 2 pivots. I will not speak about every single detail. I can share this with you. Again, who was finishing? Hansen. And they attack him. He is running back, but he cannot be on place because wing ran on that side. They change. Defender. Nielsen is there to attack because they didn't count on this side. It's an amazing game because there is a lot of examples what you can using on with your team. Of course, you have extra fast player. See? Running through the best defense. What about them? They use the same. And something what we mentioned at the beginning, extended defense thing that they resolved, but actually they didn't. And how react Barcelona? That's something what is, they are not thinking 1 second, they are going to the end and try to resolve. Okay, that is choice, what they have to do. I have here a lot of video material, what I told you that some of them, this is the goal what we are talking about. 0 passes, match is finished, 24, 25, 24, final of Olympic game. You remember the last shoot? That's almost the same one. Okay? This is when everyone thinks that everything is finished. Champions League game, Zagreb against Spanish team, 30-30. But you have to see how he shoots. You think that goalkeeper is make a mistake. You will see how he shoot that ball with rotation. And you will see now how he observing. Look at him. He knows. He did this on the training. Okay? I was promising you with one pass, you know this. You have Kristopans in the team, of course. You put the player and then you score over him. Okay? By place, we spoke about this 2-2 in the middle, and I have here collaboration with French national team. I don't have time to show you. 2-2, what they play with senior, they play with the junior. Everything the same, 2-2 with the different, or ball coming 2-2 in the middle with the dominant pivot and player, and then continuation left or right, okay? I will show you some of the personal examples. With the Montenegro national team, we did this on the side, and maybe you remember. When you have a good right back, he is going there, center player coming behind here, and then pass like Magdeburg did. And here are the options, what can happen. And we practice, okay, with the national team, you don't have that much time to practice, but in most important game for us, we have to go there in Moscow to win Russian team. We have dominant shooter, Borozan. He's coming, attacking, Božović coming behind his back. There is Vujović on the corner from Gummersbach, you know those guys. Pivot, and defense react, and everything there is empty. What does it mean? If you practice, you have right to dream that these things will happen. Okay, this is another one on the left side. Okay, left-handed player, but this guy decided to shoot Vatkerti instead to pass the Kempa pass. You see that Anželjković with number 10 was empty. Okay, a little bit different. Same option, but instead to cross, because all defense is there, player is passing ball one-on-one. Peric cannot score, cannot save the ball. And on the middle something. You see there is a screen, you will see now, and Nenadić has just to pass to Anželjković, but he decided to shoot. Nenadić is not following too much orders, but everything was settled. Double on the middle, going screen against the player, pivot around, you see now, and has just to pass the ball to the player. And there is by type of throw, by nation, by position, and I want to show you something else, and that will be the last time. Something about restart. Okay, restart has to be done on different ways. We decide to run this with Lukas Vijay, Slovenian national team player of Barcelona, who is coming behind the back. We try to play here. This guy don't protect nobody. Here, shoot of the back player, 2-on-2, pass to the right back coming inside, ball behind if they are covering, wing, and then possible Kempa pass. Of course, continuation. This is not finished. Wing is moving there. That's something what I'm calling extended fast break. Pivot is coming here, ball now coming from here to here, and chessmet. I will give you an example. Same one in the book is there. This famous match, Kiel Magdeburg 53-33, when team of Kiel with Noka Serdarušić, guide with Noka Serdarušić, attack, unstoppable attack. They have 9 players in that season. They attack you with individual fast break. You resolve, they continue with the group side, collective. You resolve, they extend the same attack, you resolve, and then coming positional attack. And you will not resolve, of course. Scoring 55 goals against Magdeburg is, you know, something what is really. And just see how this looks. We have 4 seconds, and player Terzic is coming here to wait, but Terzic is coming, and we already scored the goal. That means I have 4 seconds to resolve. Zviže in full movement, Kacir, Anđelković, Krivo Kapić, and ball to Stranovski there. It's just one idea. But what I will finish with these 3 videos. Qualification game, Slovakia, Montenegro, result 26-26. We have to score. We are on Euro. Okay? Good. We prepared everything. Borozan is there. They have to react. Boom! Goal. 4, 3, 2, 1. Penalty. Draw. Sorry. Go to Russia and win there. I call this end or not. You can see the transition, fast transition, and free throw. Second is one of the famous games from Olympic tournament in London. You see Iceland have 1 goal, have penalty. You know the player, draw, extra time, Iceland is out. Iceland was playing the best handball. They are out from the semi-final. And they have penalty, 10 seconds to the end, they lead with 1 goal. Okay, you see the result, 27-26, 11 seconds to the end. And for me, everything in one action. Team Denmark play Macedonia. Macedonia want to score because they want to semi-final. Mirkulovski coming to make a foul. Denmark is out. We draw and we lose. You don't have ball and you are in semi-final, and Denmark won this competition. But Denmark was out. If Macedonia finished this attack, shoot outside the goal, Denmark is out of competition. I spoke with Stevče Aluševski, but look at this. Automatically, he's jumping because he knows that flying guy is there. He knows with the closed eye that he is there. And that's something what we are... Yes, that was amazing game. It was amazing. That was amazing. I have more things here to show, but I don't have time. But I'm here to answer some of the questions and some of the things what you saw. Read the article because there is a lot of analysis. And trust me or not, but this is future what already started 5 years ago. Teams practicing this. They practicing, of course, transition. Of course, they practicing and you practicing to play under passive game, but how many of you practicing on your trainings, free throws in this situation? How many? I am waiting. Okay, 11. I'm not here at 11. Don't worry. Don't worry, we have time. I'll finish this. I will try with the kids to present you, but actually, this training is a little bit for the senior. I will try to show you in few details how I build this, but I will show you just one idea, what can be used in free throws, what can be used in transition game, also, or in positional game. That means Magdeburg was, in your time, playing with this long cross between 2 left back, 2 Polish, amazing shooter, and they use this to concentrate defense and then transition going to left or right. And they use this long cross. Okay, this is something what they are playing. There is a lot of other examples. If someone is interested, please use me tomorrow or today after. I will share with you everything what you saw on the screen. Thank you for attention.
Thank you. You can go and enjoy yourself.